YouTube, what is going on? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we got another video here by Riff Say Desu. She's not sorry. So I wonder what's happening. This is saying indie VTuber Shondo made a baseless accusation against a Twitter user for criticizing a post by Bao. Even her own fans didn't buy her related apology. Oh, I think she might have said something crazy and then she apologized. Let's see what's happening. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and tell me what you guys think. Let's jump into the video. Let's go.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So it's been a very chaotic week in the VTubing scene, especially among some of the popular indie VTubers. And trust me, it pains me to make this video where we're going to largely focus on Fallen Shadow, aka Shondo, because recently she has made some really out-of-pocket statements where she has accused people with differing opinions of being groomers, and then she made a complete non-apology about the situation, and then she doubled and tripled and quadrupled down on this whole thing, leaving many, including a lot of her fans,
like
very upset. So I know this might be a hard video for some people because you guys might be fans of hers, but I respect her too much. I enjoy her content. I respect her too much to coddle her and act like she's immune to criticism, because that is not the case. Now, for context behind all of this, it begins with a tweets made by Bao the Whale. Now, she made this response that many think is talking about situations like the one involving the Mizkif allegations or other stuff as well, where she basically says that if a large male content creator approaches you and love bombs you as a small female content creator, run. Okay? Now...
Okay, wait, let's quickly read the tweet. The tweet says, if you're an up-and-coming female content creator with a small but growing audience, and a larger male successful content creator approaches you out of nowhere and showers you with attention on your streams and your DMs, etc., don't walk, run. Yeah. Cause there is an ulterior motive. Yeah, like I gotta agree with that. I feel like there is low-key an ulterior motive. That guy is trying to be in your pants. For real. That is very true. I agree with Bao on that. Let's see. Let's check out her response. Just because I don't include every single nuance, exception, possibility, and a variation doesn't mean that we're not still having the same conversation. Stay safe, gang. Okay, let's see. No. Not even all men. In general, bro. Like, it is. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing for any small content female creator to kind of like show love to any big male like creator, or them like having like that conversation of like showing love and stuff. But she's totally right, bro. Nowadays, in our day and age of like what happens with this weird content creation, these weird spaces, you kind of low-key need to always prepare yourself and be very careful. I wouldn't say run, but be very vigilant of what these male creators have upon you, because it is weird nowadays, these spaces, bro. I won't even lie to you. Brother, this is true. This is I 100% agree with Bao. I'm not saying that in every single situation it's a bad thing, but it's also a little bit, sketchy. It's sketchy,
On this context, maybe a bit of a reach, but her response in the coming days, and when she was facing criticism for this post, is making people scratch their heads. In fact, she was caught liking this tweet where it says, "Men that are crying about this," referring to her tweet, "are the same men that cry about us saying we choose the bear." Now, if you're not terminally online, maybe you don't understand that reference, but for the last year, there have been sentient human beings who have said that if I was lost in the woods, I'd rather be there with a bear as opposed to a human male. I'm sorry for whatever happened to someone who actually picks the bear, but get help, because that's insane. That's crazy.
Yeah,
on top of that,
I have no comments on that. It's stupid anyways. It's just a stupid conversation.
Bao left this message on Discord blaming Cinder's fans and grifters
wow,
for the backlash she is currently facing.
No, it's nobody's fans. It was what you said. If you say something, you gotta stand by it. Don't ever back out.
And then on top of that, she went live on stream where she was basically saying, if you're upset about her comments, you have a receding hairline. And somehow she knows the name of a product that's supposed to reduce a receding hairline for men. How she has this on deck right here, I don't know. But
Crazy.
if that actually worked, the people who made that would be billionaires because, But anyways, that's the context. And then you had this individual.
Yeah, no, how Bao handled it is a very bad thing. You shouldn't be now dissing people which disagree with you. There's always room for conversation. I mean, like, I feel like she shouldn't be the one that's, like, you shouldn't be fighting everybody. Don't fight people. Leave room for conversation and start having the conversation. Instead of now you dissing everybody because they're dissing you, you're now having internet brain. Because what she said in that first tweet, I agree with 1,000%. Because, bro, now in nowadays and age, bro, it is always, people always have ulterior motives. Always, bro.
Who criticized some of her recent activity. Right? Now, I don't even necessarily agree with everything this guy's saying, but he simply disagreed with Bao. Now, this is where we get into...
Wait, what did a guy say? I'm convinced this woman has to be one of the most intricate, damn it. Anyways, and strong honey traps in the place. Twice she has done rather horrible things this year, and twice people without a brain line up to play the shield. Okay. Doubling down on her sexism, y'all lap the ice cream. It's not that deep, bro. Go outside. Who cares what Bao says? Literally, if you worried about what Bao says, brother, you got too much time.
Saying, but he simply disagreed with Bao. Now, this is where we get into the response from Shondo, where she sees this person criticizing Bao, and she says this: groomer outed alerts. Now, I say this because Shondo is someone that I've defended. Many people have defended because there are viral tweets with 100,000 or even 200,000 likes calling her a Nazi, a pedophile, a pedo enabler because of her streaming content, her lolly VTuber model, and her voice, which is high-pitched. And people like myself have rightfully defended her from those baseless allegations. And she doesn't need people like me defending her, but that's what I felt compelled to do on multiple occasions. So to see her calling someone a groomer for a differing opinion is gross.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. And anyone trying to excuse this as a joke,
it's not cool.
If anyone else, let's say another VTuber, called Shondo a groomer for a differing opinion, you be ripping out their throats. But when she does it, it's a joke or something that, people shouldn't take too seriously. Well, you know what? I'm not going to coddle her. She's a grown adult. She understands the gravity of saying stuff like this. And here's the thing. Spoiler.
I totally agree with Rev over there. That is a wrong thing to say. I feel like, bro, again, all of this is not that serious. Like, bro, people should literally not take this shit so seriously. What is that girl's name? Bao, what she said initially, was kind of out of context. Not necessarily out of context. She was right, because, bro, I'm telling you, bro, it's 2025, bro. Some weird shit is happening with these people in the internet, especially people that are big content creators are a bit freaky. Trust me, brother. Trust me, especially in my country, shit that's happening is even 10 times worse than you guys think. People in my country were losing their TikToks. Like, a lot of people lost their TikToks because they were a part of, like, some other crazy they were part of a marketing, like, they were advertising something that was happening in Russia where people were getting jobs, but no, it was actually a trafficking organization or ring. So those people, everybody which advertised that thing, all lost their TikToks, except for one person. Out of 10, only one person didn't lose their TikTok. everybody lost their TikToks because trust me, bro, the things that you see on the internet are very freaky and spooky, bro. So I agree with what Bao said, but what Shonda said was wrong. You shouldn't be calling a groomer out of the alert. That's messed up. Don't be saying stuff like that.
Alert. She's going to quote unquote apologize for this, but this reply is still up. Do you see this? It's been 3 days, by the way. 1.1 million views on this reply, calling a random innocent guy a groomer. Now, even if 1% of the people who saw this believed the veracity of what she's trying to claim, that would be over 1,000 people who now think this innocent dude is a groomer over a differing opinion. That's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And then we get to her apology, right? A lot of people are really mad at her, including a lot of her fans.
Damn.
And she said this big wall of text.
Holy shit.
I recently said something pretty mean on impulse that's being pretty roughly misinterpreted.
Your fault, yeah.
It's being misinterpreted. This is the context.
Clear
it's 3
as day.
words.
Yeah.
She called someone a groomer for having a differing opinion. It's British humor to throw words around. I know that
no,
one
brother.
of the big...
There's no such thing as British humor. You said what you said. There's no such thing as humor. That is not okay. It is funny, but but it's really bad for you to say that. You should stand by the words that you said. That's why you got crucified.
Biggest audiences outside the U.S. is the U.K. For me. British lads and ladettes out there. Is calling someone a groomer like British humor? Am I missing something?
It's not.
I don't know. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But let's continue. And I personally have seen so much hate on the internet now, especially directed towards myself.
Oh, now she's the victim. Okay.
That I've become completely and utterly numb to it. You know, I've been hit with the same ridiculous, baseless allegations that she faces. And you know what? It has the opposite effects. I understand the gravity of words that she used. And I would never use it without any sort of
consequence,
proof or backing whatsoever.
True.
I don't buy that. I don't buy the utterly numb. It's not a good excuse. But she continues on saying, it seems I might have forgotten many people haven't really reached that point yet.
Bro.
Okay.
Duh.
I'm always trying to be a better, stronger, and kinder person. And it was wrong to thoughtlessly say something cruel. Keep that in mind as we continue. That said, if there are robberies in your area, it's not a bad idea to lock your door.
But that's what does that mean? What the fuck? That means nothing. Like, you literally call somebody a groomer, just say sorry and move on. Don't now start using euphemisms and all of that. Stand by your words. It is what it is. You said it. Like, I hate when people now try to use euphemisms or try to just justify what they're saying, because she is low-key trying to justify what she said.
If someone starts yelling about how you're oppressing them by telling people to do that, they might have a reason to feel so personally slighted. Are we talking about the same thing? Just like randomly calling people groomers for having a differing opinion on something?
She is in her own world. She's literally now... This is now her kind of spiraling, because now that she's now on a different topic. This is literally her spiraling.
Okay. I think as men and women in the modern era, there is an incredible amount of strain between us. And I have always been an advocate for breaking that wall down.
Please, you're an advocate. That's a bad advocation for yourself.
By calling people groomers. The strife and conflict is pointless and does nothing but perpetuate this stupid cycle of hate. Shondophrenic.
No. But again, you can't tell me you're trying to stop hate by showing hate. You can't do that.
No, I am literally the opposite of a misandrist and I don't take kindly at all to my thoughts being interpreted that way.
Because it's pretty simple to see how you were trying to interpret it. It was not comedy. It was literally slander. But it is what it is.
TLDR, sorry for drama whoring. I stream a lot, very tired. Said the quiet part out loud.
But you showed who you were. Yeah. Which is bad, but I mean, I feel like, for me, especially what she should have done in this situation was simply apologize. Apologize, say, yo, I fucked up over there. Like I was just, the last part, the TLDR, the streaming part, yes, say that. But the other stuff of, you were advocate for men and women bullshit. You said what you said. The other two, the robberies in the area, you're trying to deflect. You should take accountability, bro. Like, nobody's gonna shoot you. You're not gonna get arrested. It is what it is. Like, fuck it. Say what you said. It is what it is. Stand by your words. Fuck it. You're sorry and move on. Don't now, like, word vomit, because it's not cool.
Interesting apology where it's captioned by saying the quiet part out loud. So you do believe what you're saying.
Yeah, and she contradicted herself.
Again, am I missing something, guys?
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. I can't tell you to be nice and also be mean myself.
What?
I think when you're doing an
What's
apology
that?
for calling someone falsely a groomer, you should maybe use proper spelling. That's just me. I know I'm overly critical, but here's a good breakdown. Someone made this response, breaking down everything going on with this post, and yeah, it's a lot of deflection.
Let's see, what does it say? I was just being edgy because people are mean to me, lol. I was wrong, yes, but I was probably right, yes. I'm actually the victim, yeah, yes, yeah. Yeah, I get it. I agree with that.
Becoming the victim in a situation where you're being criticized for calling someone a groomer,
people
it's
like doing
ridiculous.
that.
And then,
especially
looking
females.
at her replies, someone said, "No, you're right. Don't apologize to these parasites.
Wow.
They'll only demand more." And she says, "I am apologizing for saying the quiet part out loud." So she, I guess, triples down on this point where she's saying, I'm just saying the quiet part out loud.
What?
Calling someone a groomer for having a different opinion.
Then she just literally backtracked. Then what was the point of apologizing? You should have just said nothing at all. Like, she should have just kept her mouth shut. Like, I don't get it.
Interesting.
I don't get it. This is getting awkward.
Here's more. She's like, I don't care about being dogpiled. And you have this response saying, I don't think...
in situations like this, guys, like in situations like this, what she said was very wrong. The groomer outed whatever the fuck she said. After that, we should have taken away her phone. Guys, if you're in controversy, the first thing you should do is switch off your phone. Switch off your phone, bro. Switch off your phone. Stay off the internet, because you're going to now start word vomiting. You're going to start tweeting. You're going to do TikToks. You're going to do a lot of shit that's going to ruin your reputation and ruin some of your credibility and respect, which shouldn't be that way. Switch off your phone. Say you're sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Whatever. I put up my hands and take the accountability and move on. She could have just easily said this in 2 sentences, not now word vomiting and tweeting like crazy, because that shit is horrible, bro. She shouldn't stop it. Like, literally, like the first first tweet was pretty, it was mid, but it is what it is. She at least took a little bit of accountability. Now the rest now is just, it's now word vomiting. It's now you're now spiraling. You kind of the phone needs to go away now.
Ever understand showing kindness to people that wouldn't ever consider to offer you the same.
Oh my god.
And she says, being kind to the people who do not deserve it is the strongest and most badass thing you can do, actually. And it usually frustrates them and makes them rethink their behavior a lot more effectively than being cruel would.
Wow. Literally, like, what were we supposed to do that? That's some bullshit, bro. Like, literally what she said. Like, one thing is, it's that is so stupid for her to say. Like, what is she talking about, bro? Like, are we supposed to clap now and say, wow, she said the best thing? No, that is horrible, bro. Keep quiet in this situation. I feel like she should have not said anything. Literally, I was being sarcastic as well. So like, I like, it's just everything she's doing right from that point on is very wrong. Saying, hey, being kind to the people that are mean. You know, I feel like everything is interpreted in our own ways, and I feel like the room for conversation must always be open. And also, as much as you give shit, you must also take shit. You can't be giving people shit, and you when the moment people start shitting on you, you can't take it. It's the wrong thing. So I feel like that's the like, I feel like, you know, sometimes self-awareness. I feel like she likes a little bit of self-awareness, you know.
What are we talking about here?
Yeah, what are we talking about?
She's showing kindness to, I guess, someone who doesn't deserve it, and calls them a groomer.
Bro,
did I hit my head or something, guys? This seems so
stupid,
ridiculous. But let's continue on. She says further, so much goes on in VTubing that doesn't go public.
Oh my
so
God.
many situations happen that don't get Google Docied.
Oh my God. Who cares about that situation, bro? Nobody cares about those other situations because you said some stupid shit.
Because if every situation of abuse or manipulation or cruelty that happens behind the scenes, especially among bigger creators, was written down and posted publicly, we'd be typing them up all day. Which is a weird point, because if you know there's something going on behind the scenes, why aren't you talking about it?
Because there's nothing going on behind the scenes. That's why she isn't talking about it. There's nothing happening. She's trying to deflect, you know?
Right? If you know there's some abuse going on, why would you shield the people who are doing it? I don't know. Just a point. Now, in response to what she said...
Why did you tweet, bro? Ray says, I love my wife. Oh my God.
I made this reply that has like 6,000+ likes. So clearly it's not just people who support me, but a lot of people in her own fan base. Because this post is almost ratioing her in her own home turf in her quote-unquote apology. And I basically said, I'm not going to coddle you. I respect you too much to do that. And this is not British humor. What you said is very serious.
Yeah, it's bad.
And people have defended you against those sorts of accusations in the past, and you should know better at this point.
That's a good one.
That's it. But it did resonate with a lot of people. And what was her response to all this? Because I know she saw this. Let's be real. There's no way she didn't. She made a further reply saying, if you're reading this, it's already too late. Run away. It's more fun. Kitten. With a
Yeah. Now this is getting into stupid territory. She's now hate farming, basically. She knows that people don't like her. She knows that everything I think she doesn't want to be in the accountability land. So now she's just hate farming, you know. It works, but yeah, you just kind of lose a little bit of respect and a little bit of followers. She shouldn't be doing this.
Hat that says the CEO of grooming. So this is her response. She's like, oh, yeah, I called someone a groomer, but I call myself one too. What?
Yeah, it's hate farming.
Again, I don't want to hammer this home, but I know there's a lot of people who are going to defend her no matter what. And they'll be mad at me for criticizing her. But if anyone else called Shondo
a
groomer, or acted this way, you would be ripping their throats out. Do not lie. Do not lie to yourself. Do not try to lie to other people, because you know exactly how you would respond in a parallel situation. But this one, it's fine, I guess, because she's your Oshi. Yeah, crazy. I respect her too much to coddle her like that, and I think more people should feel that way.
Anyways.
But anyways.
Yeah. Situations where easily could have been avoided. I feel like she didn't take accountability. She did apologize slightly, but I feel like sometimes, you kind of need to take away your phone, switch off your phone, switch off your not delete your account, but like delete the Twitter app from your phone, because I'm telling you, this is very toxic. Imagine like I don't like her responses and all of that. I feel like she could have responded in a better way, in a more civil way, but I feel like, bro. Anyways, you guys tell me what you guys think. This situation is freaking stupid. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Tell me what you guys think. Agree to disagree, I guess.